Hi everyone, welcome back to Rich's Garage and Happy New Year. We're in the third week in January and this is my first video of the year. Actually, it's been, as you guys probably know, several weeks since I made a video. You're looking at the Tom Daniels build. I've finished that. And before I get into that, I just want to say a couple of things. Thanks to all the new subscribers. Even though I hadn't made a video in a while, I've picked up quite a few subscribers and quite a few views, so I appreciate that. Also, don't be surprised if you see some comments from me on videos that you guys have made 2-3 months ago, as I endeavor to get caught up, because I want to see all the stuff that you guys have been doing. Been a little bit busy. But here's the Tom Daniels build. I'll take you around. This video is a little bit long in coming due to some issues I had with the car, but it's got a couple little blemishes, but I'm really happy with the way it came together. Let's just get into it. I'm going to open up these headlights here. There you go. So there's the hideaways. Okay, so the last time you saw this, I had just puttied up the roof, sanded that, primed it, and I went with this base gold. And then when I was sanding through, well, not sanding through, not intentionally, I wound up sanding through a little bit on the roof. So I had to spray the roof again. And when I did that, then I was like, alright, that's done. So I had to wait for that to dry. Let me see if I put a little more white here, see if this helps a little bit. Let's see if I can brighten this up just a little for this. Let's try that. I masked then to do the green. I went with the Crate X, this transparent green. I can't see that. Let's try this. I wanted to give it a little bit of a candy 60s type of vibe going on here with the silver and gold and black, and so that's why I sprayed on the roof here. But when I masked, I took the masking tape off, I pulled a little bit of paint off on this panel. So I tried to say, gee, I wonder if I just lightly brush it, if it'll work out for me, instead of having to mask and spray again. And the gold I had thinned already for spraying in the airbrush, and when I tried with a little bit of paint, it reacted. So I had to wait for that to dry, sand that out, and then I sprayed. I wound up having to mask it anyway, spray it with gold. And when I cleared it, I could see the reaction came back again. So I don't know if there's something that happened up here at some point. So it's a little crazed. So from I know it's there. When I put it in the case, I guess I'll display the other side, because the other side's fine. Let's just take a quick look around. This is the interior. I had a heck of a time putting this together as far as gluing. You see the gaps in there. I tried to glue it, and it just kept popping open. So I said, you know what, I'm just going to leave it. I think this one, the more you handle it, the more trouble I'm asking for. So we got the white letters on the slick. You can see how the green came out. We got the interior. You can look at the other videos to see the interior and stuff. I just basically just wired this right in, just painted the distributor, give it a little bit of color there. So in all, it came out nice. One of the other little things that happened is, when that voice in your head says don't do that and you do it anyway and you wind up regretting it? Well, up here in the nose, it was really tough to try and get this to glue, because there's nothing really for it to, the body's a little bit wider than the pan. And the rubber cement that I was going to use would take a little bit too long to set. So I was like, well, maybe I could do it with a little bit of liquid cement. And sure enough, as soon as I touched it, it touched my finger, wicked along my thumb, and there's my thumbprint. So I polished it out a little bit. I don't know if you can really see it. Like I said, fortunately it's on this side of the car, so this is the B side, and the other side's the A side. But all in all, it was a fun build. I'm going to take a couple pictures, and I'll send them to Dirk, so thanks to Chris. It was fun. But there she is, finally finished. Anything else to say about this? Not too much. It's a little bit. If you get this model, the fit on some of the things isn't great, but you can make it work. What I did with the chrome, I just used a little bit of, when you cut it off the tree, they have a little bit of yellow plastic showing. So I used this and just basically dabbed, the brush a little bit, and just got the tip of the brush wet in the cap, and then just dabbed it on the yellow, and it's just enough to mask it. Close up on the top of this. You might be able to see where that joint is, because I wasn't going to strip all the chrome off of this and go through that hassle. So just looking at the side here, if you look a little bit, you could probably see a little bit. But it's a good 10-foot car, you know. When you sit in the back, you really can't see all the little blemishes and stuff. But yeah, this should be it. Alright guys, so I always update video on the Charger. That's primed. I just have to sand it. I probably won't get to it for another, I don't know, 2 weeks or so. I have to take a little trip for work. Also, I didn't put the ice cubes in here or the hinge chains. Decided to leave that off. But hope everything's going well for everybody. And we'll get you updated on the Charger in a couple weeks. Alright, thanks everybody. Take care.